Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and today it's time for the next officer video. But before I talk about Arix, I just want to remind you, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please also do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, please click this little bell and all notifications so you'll be informed when there's a new video or a live stream coming up. But now let's quickly talk about Arix. I say quickly because, the officer videos are always shorter than the others, but that's just because I just want to give you the important information and won't make these videos longer than necessary. As I always say, my videos are as long as necessary and as short as possible, and that's always the case with the officer videos where it's only about the important information. And in case of Arix, we first have a look at his class, group, and faction. He's class Science. That's important, first of all, for upgrading him, what kind of badge you will need. The group is Nero's crew. So if you, let's say, more early in the game, have Nero's crew as a good crew, they are quite useful. I will say later why I'm not using them for that anymore, but early in the game, it's a useful crew. And the faction is Romulan Star Empire, and with that you know what kind of credits you have to pay to upgrade him. He's an uncommon officer with a captain's ability and an officer's ability. When he was introduced, there weren't any below deck abilities, so he only got these two. His captain's maneuver is Plasma Backlash. Every time the opponent is hit by an energy weapon attack, Arix has a 10% chance of burning it. That means it makes only sense to make Arix captain of a ship that has energy weapons. And his officer's ability, if he's not captain but on the bridge, for example, when then only this one is triggered, it's the powered armor. As long as the ship's hull health is under 70% of its value at the start of combat, Arix increases its armor by 50%, so he's strengthening your ship if it's already beaten a bit. And that's not limited, so it will be against hostiles, armadas, and players, and that's an advantage. But because he is an uncommon officer, he only has one trait for away team assignments, and the trait is Surveyor. And you see that I maxed that one because Surveyor is not that often in with my officers that I'm not using on the bridge anymore, because I've got tons of better crews now. I'm playing for, even on this server, for quite a while, and so I've got better crews than Nero's crew for a lot of purposes I use. So I don't use him on the bridge anymore, but a lot on away team assignments, because there are not so many surveyors, and that is asked quite often from me, at least in my away team missions. And so I maxed him, and I'm sending him out on a lot of away team missions, and that is something you must never forget. I'm working, as you might remember from earlier videos, on getting the blueprints for the Nova already before I'm even getting to those ops and shipyard levels, so that I just have one in store, so to speak, when I finally get there. And that also means that I need a lot of faction credits again. I mean, you always need a lot of faction credits. And there are always some missions where you can get faction credits, so I of course never neglect my away team missions. The surveyors are often in material away team missions with the miners. It's always a different mix, but they are all very helpful. And if you have a lot of maxed officers, and I maxed him, that helps you with your away team assignments as well. So I don't only concentrate on my bridge crews and my below deck crews, I also concentrate to have a look which officers do I upgrade, and in case of their own level and their traits, for the use in away team assignments, which I have a lot right now in my list on my level. And so that is something you shouldn't neglect either. And there, Arix is indeed a big help for me. If you still use Arix on the bridge or for other purposes, please let me know. You know that I'm always happy when you add something to my videos, your own perspectives, how you use those offices or whatever I show you in the video. And that gives certainly a broader picture, and everybody has different experiences. And so it's always nice to read your experiences as well. But even if you just have questions or video requests or want to say hi and where you're from, because I'm curious, I always like to read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.